and the mind goes back to 2 double century partnerships. A century partnership in a T20 game is huge, as you know. You don't get century partnership in T20. You got 2 doubles. And I think it was the game against Gujarat Lions. The two of you were literally like children saying, let's burst one more balloon. Between overs, you were just sitting and laughing. And I think you were asking Virat, are you thinking of scoring 100 or what? Was that Gujarat Lions, that game?
Yeah, that's right. At Chinnaswamy.
Yeah, you were like children. You were just bursting balloons.
Yeah, I know, it's very special. We're having a lot of fun. And once again, it's you don't often get that feeling with a partner at the other end. You personally feel you're in the zone, you have fun. And whoever comes to the crease, you have fun with that guy. But at that specific day, we both were really, feeling a vibe. I could see he's completely in the zone. You know, you can see in the guy's eyes when he's locked in. I felt the same. We both understood what we're trying to do. He was taking that bowler down. I was taking this bowler down. We were running fast between the wickets. We were really toying with the opposition that day, and that doesn't happen very often. We had so much fun, and it happened at Mumbai as well, Wankhede Stadium against the Mumbai Indians in a day game, 4 o'clock, I think, and similar thing. We're both just in the zone. Both times he started slower, and then typical Virat style with his endurance, his fitness coming through towards the end when the bowlers are really tired. It's almost like a marathon runner coming in towards the end and then deciding, okay, I can see you guys are a bit fatigued now I'm going to show you. And he did it both times.
You're such different players. It's an incredible game where 2 people can get about the same strike rate, similar strike rate, if not the same, in such completely different styles. And I've never seen Virat go down and scoop one over the keeper's head, for example. And yet, 2 people playing such complete different games. You talk about each other's games. Does Virat ever say, I wish I could play that ball over the keeper's head?
We definitely have things in our batting and the way we approach the game that we would love to have for ourselves. He's got things that I would like, and I think he feels the same about me. We're completely different players. We take on different bowlers. I personally like to attack a little bit earlier. I like to not to show weakness early on in my innings. So I would be earlier with the trigger than him. But he's so fluent. He can also with conventional shots, he pierces the rings very easily. He can get to a similar kind of strike rate earlier on. I like to personally punch back nice and early, show that I'm there. It's all about presence, body language. And I want guys to early on feel that, hold on, he can't bat for 5 overs. There's going to be trouble if he bats for 5 or 10 overs. So I think that's where we're different. But then Virat, again, I would say is more reliable. He's the guy that you want early on to bat for 15 overs. And I'd say I'm maybe better in a way where I can change the game quicker and have that injection that could possibly swing the flow of the game. So together we're quite a nice combo.
What separates a great batsman from another? Is it just the time they have to play their shots? Is it the timing? Is it mental? What separates? There's lots of players who are very good first-class players. There's lots of players who are very good test players. And then there's some great players. What separates? What is that little extra inch that you need to go?
Yeah, it's tough, Harsha. I think it comes from the inside. That's a deep desire and hunger that you can't buy at the supermarket. That's that real big urge to make a difference and have an impact on the game. Now, we're all different players. Virat and Smith are more of the endurance kind of players. They like to take it deep. They like to wear their opponents down. I like to have a quicker impact, and within a matter of 30 minutes or an hour, I'd like to turn things around. But that's my deep desire and urge to really turn it around from the chips are down to, hold on, we've got the momentum behind us. How did that just happen? That's my kind of game. But we're all different, and I'd say it's all good play. But it all comes from a deep desire and that competitive edge that you're born with in a way. And it can also, you're born with it, but it's a decision as well. You can decide to be like that, or you can just let it slip. And I'd say the greats have the ability to do that day in and day out, and not just once a week. And Virat certainly has that more than most guys that I've ever seen. He looks hungry for runs every single day that he wakes up, and that to me is, I don't know how he does that. It's amazing.
You don't do it too badly yourself. But,
well, I've been there for a little bit longer than him, so he's still got some time to go. But yeah, I've had it for most parts of my career, and it's not always easy to have it every single day. I mean, you do get tired. I haven't seen that from Virat yet. Maybe in the last while, maybe this lockdown has come at a good time for him, where he can really refresh, reset the boundaries again and go again. I'm expecting big things from him in the next 3 to 5 years.
Do you compete as well? I mean, it's a peculiar situation. There's a partnership going on, and the better the partnership, the better for the team. But is there also a little sense of one-upmanship sometimes? But one-upmanship is a bad word, actually. Competitiveness.
No, for sure. I mean, that deep desire comes from, you want to be the guy to save the team and to be there for the guys. So I won't say I'm competitive with my playing partner. I don't know how to answer that. It's a tough one. I want to say yes to you because I want to give you something, but I'm really just happy when another guy does well, and especially if I'm playing well, it's a bonus. It's great. But I'm thinking of this knocks with Virat. It's almost like I just got my 100, and I'd really want him to get his 100 as well. It'd make for a good story, and it will create amazing memories. So I don't know. There's always healthy competition within a team. You look at your average at the end of a series, and you think like, I want to be up there with the best batsman of the team. But it's never really it's not a nasty thing. It's more it's a healthy partnership, healthy competition.